Mwana buso wami awukolana.
Good Wednesday morning, Grenada, Carriacou, PT, Martinique, the Eastern Caribbean, and the rest of the world. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Bless up your whole pretty and handsome selves on this 25th day of the 8th month of 2021. Thank you so very much for starting your Wednesday off with us here at the GBN. Always appreciate your listenership, your viewership. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your company. Whichever platform you're using this morning, appreciate it. Those of you on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channel 7, 11 and 20. Good morning to the listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9 and the folks joining us on Party Grenada and Go To Fet Facebook pages. Our viewers and listeners across the Caribbean, whichever part of the region you are, a spicy Grenadian 473 morning to each and every one of you. And those of you joining us internationally, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. Bless up your whole selves. Let's get straight into this morning's word of the day. We ain't sticking. We don't usually stick in. Let's continue to not stick. Let's get into this morning's word of the day. This morning's word of the day is beastie. Beastie. It is a noun which refers to a small animal, especially one toward which affection is felt. Beastie. It should come as no surprise when beastie literally means little beast. The ending IE is what is known as a diminutive suffix, a suffix that indicates smallness or, in certain contexts, either affection or condescension. Diminutive suffixes exist in many world languages, and you may recognize the suffix ITO in Spanish burrito, which means a little donkey, or Italian graffito, which is the singular of graffiti. English has several diminutives such as kin as in napkin, and the word of the day beastie entered the English language in the 13th century. Lies, the 17th century. Word of the day this morning is beastie. B-E-A-S-T-I, a noun which refers to a small animal, especially one toward which affection is felt. An example of the use of the word: trouble is in the face of any such beastie, he panics and practically pees himself. It's all very relatable. Another example of the use of the word: they thrived, and the latest wee beastie to be added to their ranks is a spiky mammal uncovered from the 125-million-year-old rock of Spain. Word of the day this morning is beastie. B-E-A-S-T-I-E, a noun which refers to a small animal, especially one toward which affection is felt. So a little piece of, let's say, some little poodles, little chihuahuas, a kitten, beastie. So small animals, especially one which affection is felt, that's what they are. The short of the story. One of the examples that have me giggling in my mind. All right, let's move on to this morning's thought for today. As you go about what may soon clear up to be a sunshiny Wednesday, the thought for today, you know what, it fits. Some days you just have to create your own sunshine. Most of the time we look for our happiness in other people. However, sometimes we need to find the happiness within ourselves. Some days you just have to create your own sunshine. Don't depend on anybody else to make you happy. Do things that make you happy. Listen to programs that make you happy. Watch programs that make you happy. Read a book. Drink a cup of coffee if a cup of tea is not for you. Create your own sunshine. Whatever you need to do to cheer up yourself, to have a good day, to have a happy day, to have a joyful day, to have a stress-free day. Don't wait on other people to do it for you. Do it for yourself. So the thought for today, preach it, thought for today. Some days you just have to create your own sunshine. Most of the time we look for our happiness in other people. However, sometimes we need to find the happiness within ourselves. Do more of what makes you happy. Do more of what pleasures you. Do the things that bring you joy, that make you smile, that make you laugh, that make you have a blessed day, whatever day of the week, whatever weather it is. Create your own sunshine. Make yourself happy. Don't participate and watch and sit down and grind and be upset when you have a choice of creating your own sunshine and bringing your own happiness. The thought of today. For it. Let me go. All right. We're going to skip what's celebrated today. Let's skip what's celebrated today and get straight into some information and some well wishes. The 2020/2021 Tokyo Paralympic Games officially got underway yesterday. And it continues. We have 2 Grenadian athletes in the Paralympic Games, Nye Cruikshank in swimming and Ishona Charles in track and field javelin, to be specific. Nye, who was Grenada's flag bearer at the opening ceremony yesterday, she is the first athlete that will be in competition. Nye competes in the hold on, let me make sure I have it right. The S8? Hold on. I don't know, I like to have... I was so happy to see her yesterday with the flag bearer, accompanied by Chef de Mission Kwame Hippolyte of the Grenada Athletic Association. So good luck to them both. Nye competes tonight. It is 10:05 p.m. our time. She's in Heat 2 of the breaststroke in her category, swimming out of lane 8. I am not sure exactly where we will be able to see it. I know some YouTube channels are broadcasting. GBN does not have the rights to the Paralympic Games, but once I get the information of exactly where you can find the race, I will share it with you. In the meantime, you can search for yourself. The official opening ceremony was on YouTube yesterday, and I believe they will be streaming the entire competition on various YouTube channels and so on and so forth. So as Nye prepares to dive into the pool this evening or tonight for the breaststroke in the S8 category, we wish her all the best, all positive vibrations. Good luck to her as she competes and represents Grenada. This is Grenada's first time in the Paralympic swimming competition at the Olympics. Paralympics competition, and we wish her all the best. The other Grenadian athlete, Ishona Charles, she's not yet in Tokyo as her first throw. The javelin is scheduled for the first Friday in September, so that would be the 3rd of September. So she's not yet in Japan. You know, they're trying to keep the numbers down in Japan, so you only arrived shortly before your competition. So we wish Ishona all the best as she continues training, preparing for her competition on Friday, September 3rd. And in the meantime, we send positive vibrations to Nye Cruikshank, who takes to the pool tonight, 5 minutes past 10 tonight in the Heat 2 of the breaststroke, swimming out of lane 8. Bless up she whole self. Yeah, local parlance, bless up she whole self. All right, now let's get ready for the morning edition of news. For those of you on radio and those of you on our visual platforms, we bring you highlights of last evening's newscast. It started out as a rainy, or I should say a damp Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health. With
With a Digicel Prime bundle, get double the dedicated SportsMax data to enjoy the greatest sports event happening now. Live in the SportsMax app. Get a 30-day Digicel Prime bundle today in the My Digicel app. Digicel, better together.
5 lucky customers are enjoying free drinks, free electricity, free fuel, extra cash account, free internet, cable, and data, all for 1 year. Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year big promotion. With just 2 draws remaining, you can be the lucky winner in August and September for property or vehicle insurance for 1 year, free cooking gas for 1 year, and the big free groceries for 1 year. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Sol Gas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola Grenada Bottling, Grenlick, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny, and Supreme. Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year big promotion.
Grenada's health minister says he is willing to pay. He told the media today that he expects to be ticketed for violating COVID-19 protocols. He made the announcement at government's weekly post-cabinet briefing. Rena Pierre-Thomas tells us more.
According to the COVID-19 regulations, failure to wear a face covering warrants a charge of minimum $550 and maximum $1,000. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele publicly admitted to violating Grenada's COVID-19 protocols to the media on Tuesday and disclosed that after having a conversation with the Commissioner of Police, he will be ticketed for the offense.
And as far as I'm concerned, there is public evidence that I was not wearing a mask, and I await my ticket and I will pay my charge. The law and the regulations we put out there is for everybody, and those that were in the vehicle are going to do the same.
A few days ago, a picture on social media raised many eyebrows as it showed the Minister of Health in a vehicle not wearing his mask. In his company were famous actor Steven Seagal and other individuals also without their masks. The minister stated that no one is above the law and Grenadians should follow by his example.
So, the law is for everybody. I will pay my charge. I will receive my ticket for not wearing a mask in public, and we will move forward, and I expect any and everybody else to follow by example as well. It's been 15 months that we've all been dealing with this, and yes, I dropped my guard and I wasn't wearing my mask, and therefore I will pay the consequences.
Over the past few days, pictures of other government ministers standing next to the same actor with no mask has been circulating the internet. There is no official word on whether any other minister were also ticketed for violating protocols. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
Health officials have confirmed that COVID-19 cases have been reported in 3 parishes. Most of the cases are locals with no travel history. This is a source of concern for the Ministry of Health, which is presently conducting contact tracing. Rena Pierre-Thomas tells us more.
Chief Medical Officer Sean Charles said at the weekly post-cabinet briefing that the ministry is engaged in strenuous contact tracing and awaiting results for PCR tests.
Several parts of the country are affected. The parishes of St. George, we have the Northwest, we have the Happy Hill, Molyneux, that area, the Northeast, the Vendome, Willis, New Hampshire area, we have St. John, principally in Guelph. We have St. Andrew. St. Andrew is a bit varied because we have cases from 4 different villages in St. Andrew. So we continue to monitor the situation.
There are currently 44 active COVID-19 cases. 7 of the cases are imported, while the other 37 are locals with no travel history. Dr. Charles says the ministry is yet to determine whether Grenada has any community spread.
We continue our investigations in the community to find out where these cases are linked. Where, if we are unable to find a link for these cases upon investigation, then we will make that determination as to whether we have community spread.
One individual is presently hospitalized after showing COVID-19 symptoms and is awaiting PCR results to confirm their status. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
There are calls for the government to revisit the quarantine protocols for persons entering the country. Trelana Charles has the details.
Following government's announcement of an identified COVID-19 cluster and a possible community spread, many citizens have shared their concerns about the current length of quarantine for visitors to the island. NDC caretaker for St. Patrick West, Joseph Andal, while speaking on GBN's To The Point program, said the National Democratic Congress wants the government of Grenada to extend the current quarantine period to 1 week minimum.
We believe that more could have been done, and even at this late stage, should be done to mitigate and to offer greater protection to the local population. To this end, the NDC proposes that the quarantine period of 2 days, 48 hours, and we understand in some cases even less, that should be scrapped, and we should revert to a minimum of 1 week quarantine for all people entering the country, vaccinated or unvaccinated.
According to Andal, 2 days are not sufficient and may have detrimental effects on the country's economy in the long run.
At the end of the day, even as we try to fully reopen our economy, we cannot be penny wise and pound foolish, because if we get it wrong, then we wouldn't just have to engage in restrictions, but in total shutdown, as is occurring in some of our fellow CARICOM countries, and that would be quite counterproductive regarding economic revival.
However, when asked during Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing if government intends to amend the quarantine period, Minister for Health Nicholas Steele had this response.
We didn't bring this 2-day quarantine, 48-hour quarantine and a 72-hour travel test in the month of August. We didn't reduce the quarantine in the month of August. We didn't change anything in the quarantine in the month of August that wasn't there in the month of July, in the month of June, in the month of May, all the way back to March. So we need to recognize the only thing that changed in the month of August is the mass carnival activities.
As of July 31st, 2021, persons entering Grenada by air or sea must be fully vaccinated. They will receive a PCR test on arrival, and once results received after 48 hours are negative, they are free to enter society. Trelana Charles, GBN News.
Preparatory work has begun for the start of the St. John's River flood mitigation project. Chrislina John toured the area on Tuesday.
The situation right now, seeing that you all are going to be commencing the project, I think it's a marvelous idea, and one that is long been waiting. Because I think, in honest, the mitigation of the river and the ramification that it causes when it flows in the vicinity, it's really what considering remedying.
As the St. John's River flood mitigation project gets set to get off the ground, some villagers had their say. Phyllis Madam Ras Cadet was one of the individuals who suffered tremendous loss during the recent flood in July of this year. Speaking to GBN on Tuesday, she says it's better late than never.
Project already started, they didn't reach here yet. We haven't had a close contact talk as yet, but that is in the making. Always should be done already. Right now I should go and check them. The truth is better late than never. I know it would have happened one day, so I feel glad.
Madam Ras says contractors held meeting with villagers, informing them of what is likely to happen. She is optimistic about the future and is exercising patience.
The very honest truth, I think things is going in place for me to get a little assistance or somewhere or the other by the government. They are willing to give me some assistance. So I think is in the making, you know, what's going on now. Everything is slow, and with the COVID, you know, is a problem, and I feelings so much to do, you know, and so much not doing, you know. Well, I have a lot of patience.
Another villager, though he welcomes the project and how it will impact the preservation of the National Stadium as an international facility and other businesses in the community, expresses concern about the conservation of life in the river.
We do need it, but at the same time we have to look at the ecology of the river. Over the years, the river has been known to sustain a lot of livelihood for its many diverse biodiversity that takes place. But with as you can see, they want to do something about it. So I'm just looking and waiting and anticipating to see how both that fragment of the river, the biodiversity of it, meets the infrastructural part of it, and how it will help the better community in a holistic sense.
Heavy equipment is at work clearing up hindrances along the river's path, and steel benders are paving the way for the commencement of work. GBN reached out to contractor of Sunrise Construction Inc., Desmond John, who indicated that at present they are in preparatory mood for the start of the project. Awarded part 3 and 4 of the project, which spans from Steels Bridge down to the back of the River Road Post Office area. Both the Humpback Bridge and Steels Bridge will be replaced when the project gets on stream. The project aims to alleviate flooding in River Road, which tends to obstruct traffic flow and flood out homes and businesses. Christina John, GBN News.
While the St. John's River Mitigation Project is welcomed by residents and business people, many are questioning the future of their livelihoods, as some may have to move from their current location. Christina John has been engaging some of these individuals who may be on the breadline.
After 20 years, Augustine Fraser, a mechanic in the River Road area, wants some reassurance that he will be able to return and continue his business operation after the St. John's River Mitigation Project is complete. Fraser says he was approached by different individuals since 2017, but has not seen anyone since. Now 4 years had passed, and now that the project is about to commence, he says he is awaiting further directives.
Since no, but before, when they were taking measurements and all this kind of thing, they came to me and I filled out some forms and all of that, you know. But since then it started, no one has come to me and told me anything. I told them that I'll work to suit, you know, I'll work to suit, because I think whether or not it might be a good, you know, and I even told them, asked them if I could be relocated, because I don't see myself as never being a problem here. You know, so I have no mind with nothing really with the project. It's something that has to be done, let it be done, you know. But
Fraser says he's willing to work along with whoever is in charge, but he needs some guarantee for the future.
Wait, because I mean they came and took notes. They came and took a lot, and not once but several times they came and took notes. So I was expecting really that somebody would come and say something. I told them that I'll work to suit. I hate to tell you, because from ever since for 20 years to be here and more, you know, it's like, well, you know what I mean. I come back in the same place then. Yeah, back in the same place.
Fraser is not the only one seeking answers. Omar Pierre is another businessman of 17 years whose business will be impacted by the project. He says he was told he will be compensated for the duration of the time he will be out of business, but that was word of mouth years ago and has not heard anything else since. He too is awaiting word for their next move.
Happy that the project is going on still same way, because everybody getting affected from it, you know. So I'm glad the project going on still, but I'm interested to know, like, when the project reached by my side, where will we be going? Are they ready, you know, what they're really doing after, if they want to bring us back, or if they will find a place for relocation, or if that is just a zero for us there, you know.
GBN tried establishing contact with ministry officials of what is in store for these business owners. However, their phones went unanswered. Christina John, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Coming up, local farmers express dissatisfaction with the workers assigned by the Farm Labor Support Program. Stay with us. Local farmers are concerned about the level of work being done by laborers assigned by the Labor Support Program to assist them on their farms. Anika Alexander has this report.
Senator Roderick St. Clair, the farming and fishing community's representative in Parliament, says he has been approached by several farmers within the last few weeks. Senator St. Clair expressed that although farmers are pleased with the Ministry of Agriculture's Labour Support Program, many have communicated concerns about the operations of the initiative. Farmers believe that they should have greater involvement in the selection and management of the workers.
The issue is that the quality of the labour that the farmers would receive in that arrangement, they are not happy with it. So they may not get the amount of hours. They cannot even discipline or communicate to the workers, because the workers that are provided under this arrangement reports to a supervisor and other persons related to that management system. So the farmer basically has no control. So if someone is not doing the work properly, oh, you cannot speak to me because you are not my boss, you're not my supervisor. And so the farmers actually, some of them are actually refusing the work. And this is very sad, because they are saying they cannot afford to be wasting taxpayers' money by having basically short work being done on their farms.
The farming and fishing community's representative related that although the program falls under the Ministry of Agriculture's portfolio, its operations are handled by constituency offices. Senator St. Clair conveyed a solution as to how the authorities can help remedy this stumbling block.
What they want the government to do is what has happened in the past, what they are accustomed doing. If the farmer has his farm and he wants labor, he looks for the persons who can give him the quality of labor that he needs. Okay, so the farmers knows that. They know who are the persons who can do the proper work. So that is the key part. So once they have a handle as to who can do the work, then the ministry can then say, well, okay, submit the names of the persons that you want to work for me, and they will go ahead and do the different processing and so on. That is all they're saying. They want to be able to pick the workers because they would know who are the regular workers that can work properly.
The senator hopes that these concerns that are brought to the fore are addressed by the relevant authorities.
So what we're doing is asking the government, asking the Minister of Agriculture and his team to look into this matter such that we can get a more valuable contribution to agriculture, such that the farmers are more satisfied with the output, and that the efforts and intention that the program really should be having is bringing the right results.
For GBN News, Anika Alexander, trainee reporter.
Having successfully started the new engine for the first time, the Grenlec team is preparing to put the engine into full service over the next week.
During the installation period over the past 11 weeks, special civil, mechanical and electrical works have been completed in preparation for the commissioning of the new generator, which will increase the company's overall power generation capacity to 52 megawatts.
So there's a lot of work regarding pipe work, mechanical works, the electrical work, cables, control cables, making sure that the PLC is connected. So all the interconnections for the engine to work properly, a very important part of the installation. But apart from that, we also have quite a bit of new items that's part of the engine package. New radiators, new air intake system, new centrifuge, a lot of new valves and fittings. So time was spent putting all of this together and making sure that it works the way intended.
Clive Hostin, Grenlec's chief engineer. Over the next 3 weeks, there is the possibility of unplanned service interruptions as the team integrates the new engine into its operating system.
Last week, we were able to start up the engine, which is a significant milestone. And with that, we were able to test a lot of the pipe works, make sure that there's no leaks, check cables, test cables, make sure they're connected in the right place. So we're at a position where we've got speed, engine speed, you can run up to full speed, and the output voltage, that is where it should be. As we go forward, we start getting into the performance testing and load testing of the engine, which is very critical.
According to Mr. Hussein, we want customers to be aware that while Grenlec is making every effort to avoid inconvenience, it is not unusual for some disruptions to customers' service during the commissioning, as the team resolves unforeseen challenges that may arise. Mr. Hussein added that having prepared customers for this possibility of outages, he hopes the preparatory work done by the team will facilitate a smooth integration with little to no service interruptions. The company anticipates that the new engine will be commissioned before the end of September.
The commissioning process will take a few weeks. We have to make sure that the engine works properly, and we'll be testing for faults and certain abnormal conditions. I mean, temperatures, pressures. We got to make sure that the engine can work properly at the design conditions. So we'll be running it at various loads, see how it interacts with other engines at the power plant. It's very ticklish in the sense that faults can occur, so things can happen while we do these initial testing, and it's all in the essence of making sure that the engine works properly. So with that, sometimes the engine can trip, go offline, cause an under frequency event, which means that we lose feeders, we have some power outages, but it will be our intention to minimize any unforeseen outages to be as short as possible.
Grenlec apologizes for any inconvenience that may arise and assures customers of its continued commitment to reliably serving Grenada, Carriacou and PT Martinique. Christelina John, GBN News.
Now for tonight's I Saw report. Let's see what our citizen journalist has in store for us.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clearvision.
Look closely. Can you make a guess what they are? Tonight, GBN's ISAW reporter submitted images on how clove seeds are germinated before they are packaged. Aren't they beautiful? Send us your photo and video submission via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
It's time to prepare for an A+ this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Shop today for laptops, tablets, printers, and more for a chance to win $1,000 cash. Get it now with Quartz Ready Finance and pay nothing for 60 days. Save big with great deals only from Quartz, bringing value home.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine
Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
State-of-the-art Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Hey kids! It's back to school time with Dutch Lady. Win one of 3 bicycles when you purchase a Dutch Lady UHT 1 liter or Dutch Lady condensed milk 1,000 gram at any participating outlet. Promotion runs from August 9th to September 30th, 2021. Terms and conditions apply. Dutch Lady Milk, proudly distributed by Hubbard's Agency Department, located on Karani James Boulevard.
5 things you need to know about self-isolation. Stay home. If you are told to self-isolate, it means staying at home, not going to work, school, or other public places, and you should not have any visitors. Separate yourself. If you live with others, then you need to stay in a well-ventilated bedroom with the door shut. If you have to share a bathroom, then use it after everyone else. Don't share towels and toiletries, as this may put others at risk. Call ahead. If you develop symptoms such as a fever or cough, then seek advice first by calling the Ministry of Health's hotline at 538-4787 or 458-4787. Please do not show up at a medical center or hospital, as this may put others at risk. Take care with waste. If you test positive, your waste should be double bagged and disposed of separately. Create a buddy system. If you live on your own, you can plan with friends and family to check in with each other and run essential errands if one becomes sick. Once sick, they should leave groceries on the doorstep. Why it's important. COVID-19 causes a mild illness for 4 out of 5 persons. Self-isolating will help protect the older generation and those who may have underlying health problems from getting infected.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number 1. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Hey folks, you're invited to tune in to Grenada Music to the World program, hosted by Eugene Gittens on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9, Hot FM 98.5, 98.7, GBN TV, and all their social media platforms. the only totally local music program in Grenada, representing all genres of music. So it's Green's Music to the World on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on GBN with the music icon himself, Mr. Eugene Gittins. See you then.
There's no better way to start your day than with me on Good Morning Grenada. Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is now 17 and a half minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Those of you just getting out of bed and just joining us, happy to have you. And those of you who stuck with us, thanks for your patience. This morning I've had a last minute cancellation, but this gives me an opportunity to do something that somebody suggested that I told them that I would endeavor to do. So somebody suggested that one of these weeks, when the Ministry of Health would have representatives on To The Point, that I should allow our viewers and listeners to send in their questions that I can pose, because a lot of people do not get through on the phone lines or have their questions asked via WhatsApp in the interest of time. So that's what we're going to do this morning. I am going to open the phone line, open the social media platforms for our viewers and listeners to send in their questions, submit the questions that you would like for me to pose to Ministry of Health officials. On Monday, I was told that Minister of Health Nicholas Steele and Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles will be the guests for today's To The Point program. So that's who I'm expecting at 9 o'clock. So right now we're going to open the platforms for the questions that you would like me to ask the health representatives when they come on To The Point in less than 2 hours. So hopefully the lady that suggested it is tuned in and she can submit her question. So the landline number 435-2041. I have my pen and paper here. Landline number 435-2041. WhatsApp number, it's also 435-2041. Please, only written messages on WhatsApp, please and thank you. No voice or video calls, no voice notes, no videos or pictures, no YouTube links, only written messages, written questions on the WhatsApp, please and thank you. And you can also submit, those of you on Good Morning on the social media, you can submit your questions. I would note them for you so that when the program starts, I would have them already in front of me. So let's go to our first caller right now. For those of you just joining us, taking questions for the health representatives that will be guests on To The Point this morning. I am expecting Minister of Health Nicholas Steele and the Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. Good morning. Hello. Buenos dias. Bonjour. All right. Okay, so let me go to the WhatsApp. The name of the thing just fly out my head. Let me go to the WhatsApp. So somebody on WhatsApp wants me to ask, what constitutes community spread? What constitutes community spread? Earlier this week, the Ministry of Health highlighted that there was community spread, but in yesterday's post-cabinet briefing, they said it was not confirmed as community spread. Therefore, I would like them to clarify, what is community spread? What is community spread? All right, somebody else on WhatsApp is inquiring, how do they determine the origin of COVID? In Grenada. Okay, thank you. I was about to ask, how do they determine origin of COVID in Grenada? As in when a new case comes up, or you mean the very first case? I'm assuming you mean when a new case comes up. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. Okay, I want to make sure it is not the eye, and make sure. Hold on there. All right, making sure it's not me. There we go. Again, landline number 435-2041, and that's also the WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp wants me to ask, I've taken AstraZeneca as my first shot and plan to take Pfizer for my second shot. What's the waiting period to take my second shot? I believe the nurse made a mistake in giving me the same waiting period as if taking 2 doses of AstraZeneca. I am taking the mixed doses. Okay, mixing vaccines. All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, this morning.
I'm good. How you do?
Well, I just give God thanks for everything, the rain, for everything, planting the food and eating the food and everything harvest,
Amen.
Yeah, I have a question now. I don't really talk towards the vaccine and towards the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
But they're talking about like the 12 years and maybe up to like maybe 16 or 17.
17.
They have to take the vaccine, but I ain't hearing nothing about that. They're talking about the Imanian who is walking in the people in them house, like who is going out and like beat them, plait the hair and take care of them,
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about that. And also towards them, what they call them, the warden officers and them, and here they're talking towards them at all.
You mean
and also
sorry, just to clarify.
In Grenville, the security and other people who is working in that, I heard that they talking about it at all, like them security and them like all in the Grenville market. So that I have to see to you this morning.
So caller, just let me verify. You want to know if they are. You hearing me?
Yeah.
Right. So you want to verify if they are making them get vaccinated, if they're mandating getting vaccinated?
Yes.
Okay, so if social carers, security guards, if they need to be vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I want to give good morning to all the farmers of the nation. All right.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Mixing vaccine. Hold on, I have to write it down properly. And time frame between 1 and 2. All right. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning.
Morning to your listeners and your viewers. There's so many questions I would like to ask. But here this one. Why it is that we are emphasizing one aspect of the response to the challenge of COVID, and in the case of this vaccination, why it is that we can't get people to understand what is the nature of this thing is. Because up to now, people don't even understand what the virus is. And a lot of the terms that are being used, like isolation and what's the next one again, and quarantine and booster, all these things, people need to understand those things. And the average person, in fact, there's no average person, but most people don't have a clue. And then in terms of coming back to the original question, the question of why are we not having a complementary or comprehensive approach? You don't send one soldier out to fight for you, you send all the soldiers out. So if even though you're embarking on vaccine, why not the other thing that works? The community, people are dying alone. And then the other question is why are we afraid to investigate suspicious deaths? Why are we living in denial? Why we don't investigate those deaths that maybe that after people take the vaccine and they die soon after, and there are a number of people who have died since after taking the vaccine. We pretending. And finally, this is a message to the government. This thing is a serious thing. They need everybody on board, not just public relations, but come in and give a speech and say we need to work. We need to demonstrate. This thing is serious. instead of the government try to really energize the people to have one kind of understanding. They're doing, for instance, they're doing the campaign, even as I speak. Now it's not time for campaign. Now it's the time for helping people to understand. We have a serious challenge on our hands. And so that even what happened in the carnival period, in the carnival-like activities, should not have happened if we were really helping our people to understand the seriousness of this. And finally, Blossom. They're talking about the buses now. We should have not had a problem with the buses a long time, because this is something I've been campaigning for months. Well, the thing about it is that people are saying they don't know how they get the virus, some people. But any surface you touch, even coming from one country or not, because you touch surface, that could be a demise. We have to remind people that they have to be mindful of where they're touching in their body, face, mouth, whatever, so that they have to sanitize all the time. Plus, I'm sorry. Okay. So the fact is that we're not also telling people that the virus is 1,000 times much more effective than the Delta. We need to emphasize people. You can catch it even at 6 feet fast.
Okay.
We need to emphasize people. So as I said, I have so many things to say, but I'm sorry that we're really leading our people down a precipice. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you very much, caller. All right, let me see. Facebook. Somebody on Facebook. Are they going to make the vaccine free for all Grenadians? Facebook, the vaccine is already free for all. So I guess I could address that question one time, same time. The vaccine is already free. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
I want them, according to when I was going to school, I learned that a vaccine, a virus could show up between 1 to 14 days. In other words, the incubation period is 1 to 14 days. Ask the minister if scientific advancement now make it from 1 to 4 days or whatever they can put the people in quarantine for. Why is not from 1 to 14 days? This is when a virus incubates, it breeds then. And that's wrong information we are giving the people. That is why we have so much spread. Also, I would like you to ask him, in his statement he made the statement that there was a shortage of vaccine, although he didn't use the word shortage, at the airport. And yet for all, he's complaining that, and he said they took about 40 or 45 minutes or 30 minutes to go and find some to bring onto the airport. Isn't that true there was a shortage? So I want him to explain what you mean by a shortage.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, shortage at the airport. All right. WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp wants me to ask, is the ministry aware of reports that both AstraZeneca and Pfizer fade away after 6 months? How do they plan to address it? Another WhatsApper. When are we going to find out the origin of COVID and hold those responsible accountable? Vaccination, you mean in Grenada or the very first COVID case? Vaccination does not solve that fundamental problem. All right. Okay, hold on. We'll take a break in a short while. Somebody else wants me to ask, is it safe to have 2 different types of vaccine? And is it effective as having one type? Just to clarify, WhatsApp, that's a 301 number, 301 area code, a foreign number. Is it safe to have 2 different types of vaccine, as in one dose of, let's say, AstraZeneca and the second dose of Pfizer? I just want to clarify that's what you mean. So when I pose the question, there's no ambiguity. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning, how you do?
I'm good.
All right.
Blossom, you know that you're my first love. And I hear everybody asking you to ask questions. I don't want you to ask the minister no question. I don't want him to be rude to you. So let somebody else, let Miss Campbell come and ask him any question, please. Because me knee hurting me already. And if I hear he rude to you, I will break the TV.
Don't break the TV. Don't break the TV. Have a good one.
Don't ask the man no question. Don't go there.
Thank you. Sorry, that one took me off guard. Thank you very much, caller. Don't worry, I could handle myself. I could handle myself, man. But it just might be a different mood. Onto the point. 1-on-1 might just be a different mood and different reaction to the question. The questions. That one caught me off guard. All right. Let me go back by the landline. Good morning, caller.
Auntie Blossom.
Miss Jacob, how you do?
I agree with that beautiful, handsome sister. Sister, God bless you, and I love you. Sister Blossom, don't ask no question.
I have to. I can't bring them on and just sit down and watch them.
No. If they bring up a question and the minister do you are coming on the air tomorrow or Friday, no? You know that too. I coming. I going with Shaggy. I coming with you. Oh God, Sister Blossom, don't do that. Because I love my mommy, you know. Be careful of my mommy, you know, girl.
I will. Thank you, Miss Jacob.
Be careful.
You have a question you want me to ask? You have a question you want me to ask any of them?
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Jacob. Have a good one.
Love you, darling.
Love. All right.
Bye.
A little frightened for me, man. I didn't have a chance to reply last week, but it's 1-on-1 today. Not last week, week before. Yeah, man, last week, but it's 1-on-1 today. Don't worry, you'll be a different scene now, don't worry. Okay, so this person is still writing. This person asked, was Steven Seagal quarantined when he came to Grenada? Lord. Somebody else asked, how soon do you have to take the second dose of the new vaccine? Or the time frame for, I think it's probably the same, but I'll ask. Let me not answer the question. I'll ask. Good morning, caller. Morning.
I take the vaccine in sweet, but I got sick when I was to go back and take it, right? So I want to know when I go back, if they going to give me.
Okay, hold on. You were breaking up a little bit. So you took the first shot
in the 6th and the 9th of April.
Uh-huh.
But I got sick and I went in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Also, the time you were supposed to get the second one, you were hospitalized?
Yes, right.
So you want to know when you go back,
yes,
if they would give you the second shot or if they have to start over?
Yes. What would really happen?
What would happen? You said you took it in April. In April you took it? The first one?
Huh?
You took the first shot in April?
Yeah, the 9th of April.
Okay, all right. So I'll ask for you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. First shot in April. What happens now? All right. Somebody else on. You're welcome, WhatsApper. Sorry, somebody just says thanks for accommodating the question. So y'all have a lot of questions. Somebody's calling the WhatsApp. No calls on WhatsApp, please. Just take your time and type out the question on WhatsApp. And that way as well, it is stored on the WhatsApp. So when they get here in less than 2 hours, I can just read off the numerous questions that are on the line in the WhatsApp. All right. Somebody else on WhatsApp, I want to take the Pfizer vaccine, but I am hesitant. Please explain the side effects, or have you heard of any side effects? I will ask on your behalf. My question is, why are they making it mandatory for kids to be vaccinated? This is not for our kids. I don't think they've made it mandatory for children. They just say that they can get vaccinated, if my memory serves me correctly. Good morning, caller. Okay, lost that one. Somebody else on WhatsApp. Blossom, the question you asked Was it a question from social media or was it your personal question? Which question, WhatsApper? Somebody just inquired. The question you asked the minister, was it a question from social media or was it your personal question? You mean at Postcab last week? No, that was my question. If you're asking about that question, it was my question. Good morning, caller.
Blossom, good
Hi.
morning.
How you do?
I'm good. That man would not answer question. He's very arrogant, so don't waste your time. Have a good day.
Have a good one. Have a good one. I still have to ask them. It's up to him if he wants to answer them, but I have to ask. I can't say he won't answer it and not ask. And then the argument could be made, well, he didn't ask. I'm asking. Right. Somebody else on WhatsApp. How soon do you have to take the second dose of the new... Oh, I got that one already. Why is it that the focus has moved from emphasizing building immunity following healthy protocols or emphatically getting vaccinated, especially since even the fully vaccinated are still getting and spreading the virus? This new emphasis fools people into thinking they no longer need to be careful. And we are now hearing that the effects of the vaccine expires after 6 months. It not expires, it reduces. The efficacy reduces. The effects reduces. But it's still there, if that makes sense. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom. Some time ago, just now, a guy called. He asked a question about the things that was not available on the airport, and he said about vaccine, but it's not vaccine. It was that the PCR test that Nicholas Teen that people was referring to, that they didn't have it for how much minutes, so maybe half an hour. So I just called to correct that. Is not a vaccine that wasn't available on the airport. Vaccine that doesn't be on the airport is the PCR test that didn't have, and as a result, it is alleged that people came in, hundreds of people came in, and it infected people all over Grenada, and it's nothing to do with them jab. And also, ask him for me, please, in terms of he not wearing a mask. I understand he said that he will be charged, but the thing about it, he said he will pay, but in certain countries in the world, the minister, in particular the minister, will have to resign, and I think that was very reckless and irresponsible of him. So just tell him that people are talking about it, that he is very reckless and irresponsible. He's the minister of government, and also the other people wasn't wearing masks also, and they are the ones that are supposed to be showing examples, and they are the ones that breaking the law. They make the law. I mean, these people should resign. And it's not no jab that contaminate the place. If you hear what this man was saying, the constituency is northeast, where Keith Mitchell is Brizan, not Brizana, Fountain They talk about it yesterday, Fountain Oil, Happy Hill, all those areas, that his area, his constituency. I'm not blaming him, but I'm just saying that they have to be more careful that they make the law, but they're breaking the law. I mean, people, they mustn't do these things. And again, in terms of the quarantine period, people are saying, let the people stay for at least 7 days and then test them before you allow them into the communities. But you just give them 2 days. That is what's happened, and they infected the same people. So they, the government, have to take responsibility for all the mess and all the things that are going on in Grenada today. They have to take responsibility for that, man. They have to do better than that. Don't infect the people. Now everybody gone wild and crazy. Just because of their irresponsibility, man. Come on, Steve, wear your mask. And all the government people, you all must have show by example, your lawmakers. They can be seen breaking the law.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller, and thanks for the clarification with what was not at the airport a few weeks ago. WhatsApp. Can you inform the health officials, including the minister, that today being the 9th day since people who were put in quarantine in the Molyneux area are yet to be revisited by any health official? They are on lockdown. They can't go anywhere, neither can anyone visit them. They are in need of food and other stuff to get by. Okay, so 9th day in quarantine. Alright, WhatsAppers, I am reading your question and I am leaving them unread so that they would still be on the system, on the WhatsApp, when the ministers get here. So if you don't see the 2 blue ticks, which means red, it's I'm purposely doing it that way so that it would stay as unread on the WhatsApp, but I am noting all your questions. I just don't want them to go into the red portion, if you know what I mean. I want them to stay unread for now, but I am noting all the questions, so never fear. All right, let me see. Time for us to wind down a little bit and get ready for traffic cam. Hold on. Can you ask the minister why is he so arrogant? Okay, no, all you want the minister to cuss me. No, all you want the man to eat off my head. I'll think about it. Could you please ask the minister if Minister Yolan will be charged as well? She posed with Seagull without a mask and she must pay. In addition, she must apologize to us as well. Okay, I will ask that question as well. Let me go back by Facebook. Sorry, I haven't been on Facebook for a little while. Hold on. Where was I for Facebook? Right, somebody on Facebook says, oh, okay, so you didn't mean vaccine. If the vaccine will be free, you meant if the COVID test, the PCR test will be free. All right, noted. Somebody else wants me to ask. Wait, what? Somebody wants me to add my question to the Ministry of Health. What's the plan B or C re the COVID unit or the beds at the hospital? Should there be a massive breakout of COVID? God forbid. Where else are we going to house the patients? We got to plan for all eventualities. The other question, why are many SGU students allowed to break the law of the land by not wearing masks? You know, I've heard that complaint. I've seen that on social media of some students not following the protocols and some businesses not enforcing the protocols with the students. Thank you, Facebooker, for reminding me. All right, let me close it off for now. Somebody else, let me see the landline. All right, so somebody else on WhatsApp wants me to ask. Last week, Senator McQueen made some accusations on what she observed with the protocols at MBIA, which she made a tape, which Minister Steele debonded. He rebuked. Minister Steele being asked to release the videos by the senator for the cameras on the MBIA. Why is he not releasing the video the senator called for? Okay, I will ask that question. Will he release the video? All right, to the rest of you, you would have time. You would have time to call. I will try my very best to open the phone lines early. I can try. I have my own questions to ask, but I will try my best to open them early so that we can get some of these questions asked. I have a lot of questions written down and a lot on the WhatsApp. I'm going to try to deal with them as quickly as I possibly can and to the point at 9. I would try my very best. In the meantime, let's take a break, and then when we come back, we join Just School Media for this morning's Traffic Cam. It's Good Morning Grenada on a wonderful Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Get Ruby Gas. Get cooking. Ruby Gas. Clean, safe, and is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Ruby Gas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Ruby Gas LPG. Clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Ruby Gas?
Get Rubis, get going.
Try to catch me, Timothy. Let's join Just School Media for this morning's traffic cam. It's a it's a wet outside. Let's hear what Junior Treckley is saying with the traffic cam this morning. Right now, he's making his way up Lothers Lane. Take it away.
Just outside of Anglican High School, and we see the majority of traffic is coming down Lotus Lane this morning. Not congested traffic, but a smooth, constant flow of traffic coming down Lotus Lane this morning. As the sun bursts through the skies after some early morning showers. No traffic congestion on Marasil at the moment. On Lotus Lane at the moment. It's just a smooth flow of traffic. Just after some morning showers, we are heading up to the top roundabout Lotus Lane. Now we are going down Lucas Street. Congestion on Lucas Street this morning. There's a smooth flow of traffic as we overlook the city. Of GBN TV, listeners of GBN Radio, pleasant good morning, good morning, good morning. Now we are passing Observatory Road. We are just outside of the GBN headquarters. So good morning to Blossom. Good morning to all the technical operators on the morning shift. Good morning to you. Down Lucas Street, just outside of Nawasa headquarters. At the intersection between Old Fort and Lucas Street. Warden is standing there directing the traffic. And as we are talking about responsible driving this morning, and we observed an irresponsible driver this morning, a bus stop, and the bus driver just sat in his bus, didn't give direction to traffic that was coming to his direction or that was coming from behind him. He just sat in his bus. So I'm just encouraging all bus drivers when you stop, or if they are stop, where there is two-way traffic, you can give direction to the traffic coming to you or traffic coming from behind of you, so you can have a smooth flow of traffic, because sometimes you stop to drop someone and you're obstructing the smooth flow of traffic. So it is your responsibility as a driver to direct the smooth flow of traffic, not just sit there in your bus as though you're sitting on your couch at home. So just encouraging responsible driving this morning. I want to encourage our busmen. Yes, we know you work hard for your dollar. You work hard, it's hard work, but also you can be responsible as you drive. Because remember, you're responsible for your passengers, you're responsible for yourself, you're also responsible for other drivers and pedestrians on the road as well. I just want to encourage you, busmen. You're thankful for the job you do, but we just ask you to do it responsibly as you travel on the nation's road. Now we are going up. Usually this is a busy street when school is out, because we have the St. Joseph Convent and we also have the St. Louis RC Girls School, but school is on vacation, so it's smooth flow of traffic going up Church Street, and soon we'll be climbing Hospital Hill. As we enter into the cemetery road, we are on Hospital Hill. So we take a right turn and go up into Old Fort. And now this area is one-way traffic. Why? Because we say thanks to the government for doing some construction to widen the Old Fort Road. So currently you can see they're putting up a retaining wall so that it can widen the Old Fort Road. So you can have a smooth flow of two-way traffic as you go up Old Fort. So hopefully they will finish in time for when school reopens, so to avoid some of the traffic congestions on Old Fort because of the narrow road by the cemetery. So now it's widened, and we say thanks to the Ministry of Works. So now we are going down Old Fort. And from here you can overlook and see the picturesque carnage. Reminding you also at Just School, we do live streaming, video recording of funeral services all over the island of Grenada. You can contact us through your funeral agency, or you can contact us directly on 473-409-1981. And this is your Wednesday morning traffic cam, the last Wednesday in the month of August. As we head on up Lucas Street and we take a left turn into Observatory Road, go down Montley Hill into Tempe. Now we are heading into Observatory Road. Just outside the headquarters of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Good morning to Miss Oda Campbell, Joseph Cador, Janelle, and all the others. Good morning to all of you. Lady on the studio this morning, Blossom, good morning to you. Yes, you gotta take it easy because this road is is narrow. So you gotta take it easy, no racing or speeding, just take your time. We are on Observatory Road. And in a blind corner, you blow your horn to alert the driver that you are coming. Yes. down Motley Hill. Just outside the Prime Minister's residence. Good morning, Doctor.
Blocking the traffic, causing the traffic, let go the traffic, 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 traffic.
Good morning to you, Junior. Bless up your whole self coming out on this rainy Wednesday to give us a traffic cam. Always appreciate it. A collaboration between GBN and Just School Media Traffic Cam. So good morning to all of you tuned in right now. Always appreciate your viewership. I know there are a lot of people who like to see, especially those of you in the diaspora, like to see shots of the island and appreciate the traffic cam. So it's always a good thing when you can see what home looks like and see where you remember and what you remember and what looks strange and hey, where does building come out? I know there are those of you in the diaspora who like that, so you're welcome. So thank you very much, Junior, and it's now time for us to end the televised portion of Good Morning Grenada. Thank you very much for tuning in. There was a question on the YouTube that I took a note of. What makes the Pfizer different that is okay to give to children? I took note of that. So YouTuber, don't worry. I took note of your question. Thank you very much. Coming up in just about an hour, we facilitate, at least that's what I've been told, representatives of the Ministry of Health. So be sure to tune in to The Point and hear from the health officials as Grenada's current COVID-19 situation continues to unfold. Enjoy the rest of your wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe, stay dry.
Daoyame, ay kolana, buso wami.